Hey, what's going on? This is Michael from Modern Musician, and in this training, we're going to walk through how to create and launch your starter pack offer so you can actually start to make sales and make a profit from your audience online. This is the last video in a series of building a revenue system. We geeked out a lot on the funnel accelerator and creating your economics and everything, and now we're actually going to focus on creating an offer. Some of the main benefits of having a starter pack offer, really the main benefit in my mind, is that this allows you to start to liquidate your ad spend. If you're following on with this course and you're running paid traffic, I'm a big fan of paid traffic. I think it's one of the best ways to really grow quickly and to reach the right people, as long as your targeting is on point and as long as you have a good funnel on the back end. But part of the issue with paid traffic is that it's paid. It costs money to keep sending. And so in order to keep doing it, you either need to have a bunch of money that you're spending, or you need to be smart about making money in the back end. And the starter pack offer really helps you to start to put a dent into your ad spend. In some cases, you can even pay it off completely or make a profit just with your starter pack alone. Another benefit is that this gives your fans something special as a bonus for joining your street team. So it's actually gonna give them something cool that they can open up, and there's probably gonna be a lot of them who are posting in your group saying, hey, this is so awesome. Thank you so much for sending this out. This is so cool. So it's just a great way to connect with your fans initially when you're just starting out. Thirdly, I think that this is one of the best types of offers to be able to bridge the gap between someone who's just joined your community, is just kind of supporting you or listening to music for free, versus someone who actually takes out the credit card and actually pays money to support you. It's kind of a big leap for someone to go from free to actually putting down money and paying something. There's a lot of trust there. It's one of the most streamlined ways to be able to bridge that gap between a free fan and someone who actually becomes a customer. Part of the reason that I'm doing this free course is because I'm looking for new artists to mentor personally. The goal is to build a profitable funnel that allows you to focus on your music full time so that you can wake up every day with messages from new fans who are discovering your music, who are genuinely enjoying it, and you don't have to rely on just the same friends, fans, and family to listen to your music. My band Paradise Fears, we went from a point where we lived in our van to releasing an album that hit number 2 on iTunes and touring worldwide with about 24 million streams on Spotify without a record label, independently. When I started my family about 5 years ago, I was kind of like a basketball player who became a coach. I started this business, Modern Musician, to be able to coach and help other artists to be able to build a successful music career. In the past year alone, our artists have generated over 96 million streams with their music. They've hit $2.6 million in revenue from their music. And we had an artist whose album hit number 1 as a singer-songwriter on iTunes as an independent artist. So if you're interested, you can submit an application to work directly with me and my team. We have about 29 coaches now. They really enjoy using all these tools and basically helping to build these systems for you. And we do have a limited number of spots that we can work with. And so we have to be really selective with who we bring into the program. Right now, we bring in about 800 applications per month and narrow it down to about 25 to 30 artists to work with. In order to be qualified, really the 3 main requirements are that 1, you need to be at a point that you've already recorded at least one high quality song that you feel proud of, that you're ready to promote. It doesn't have to be released. It needs to be at high enough quality that can be competitive. Requirement number 2 is that you need to have a healthy budget to be able to invest into your music career. And we're going to be using a lot of really awesome tools and running different types of campaigns. And so my recommendation would be to have at least $1,000 per month, minimum, that you can invest into creating a profitable music career. So it's something that you need to be serious about, actually pursuing this full time. Requirement number 3 is that you need to be coachable, willing to take action really quickly, and to do what we guide you to do. If you think that you might be a good fit, you can submit an application. If you make it to the next step in the selection process, then one of our talent scouts will get on a strategy session with you to learn more about your situation, your goals, and your challenges, and see if we would be a good fit, and to create a custom game plan for you based on your music and based on your situation. So first, let's start out by actually breaking down what is the starter pack, what's included, what does it look like. My recommendation is to create it in a way that it's very cheap and easy to fulfill so that you're able to have a profit margin that you can put into liquidating your ad spend. Here's one example of a starter pack. You might include a postcard that has a front and a back with some album artwork and a picture of you. You could have a guitar pick, some stickers, a fridge magnet. These are all things that are really easy to ship out in an envelope. And that means that you usually can fill it for less than $2. So you have about $5 in profit margin that you can put into liquidating your ad spend. The overall mindset that I recommend looking at these starter packs with is that really this is a gift for your fans as a thank you for joining your community. On your website, I would recommend putting them for sale at full price, $20 plus $7 shipping and handling. And I bet that you're actually gonna have people who buy them at full price too. But when they join your community, you can authentically say, hey, normally on my website, this costs $20 plus $7 shipping and handling. If you're interested, I'd like to send it to you for free as a thank you. But all I would ask is that you cover the shipping and handling for it. How does that sound? It really is a gift that you can share with your fans and give them a discount. So we have this first one that you can check out that basically just has the postcard, the front and the back, has the graphics, has a picture. Then there's a guitar pick, some stickers, and a fridge magnet. And a few other examples from a few artists that we work with personally is one from Futurist. So Futurist is awesome. Their music is super good, and they do a great job with their designs too. So their starter pack looks like this. You can see some things they include. It's like a fridge magnet, a wristband, stickers. Then another really good one is Eli Lev. Eli is one of my favorite humans in the world, and he has a Way Out West CD for free, starter pack, and it includes a bunch of really cool stuff within it. Way Out West, short for wow, so you can be like, wow, which is awesome. These are a few examples of things that you can fulfill really easily. One thing I wanted to do as a gift for you is we have a value ladder document that basically has examples specifically of what you can offer at these different price points for your fans. And we actually use this internally to keep track of what are the best vendors that we're using right now to fulfill these orders. So if you come in here, you can actually see directly what are we using right now to create the starter packs. I think hopefully this will just make it as simple and streamlined as possible for you. It's not the sexiest document, but it does the trick, and it basically just shows you up to date where's the best place to find these things. So the overall goal with your starter pack is to make at least $5 per starter pack in net profit margin. And that basically means how much does it cost you to fulfill it in terms of like getting the goods and shipping it out, and you want to subtract that from your gross revenue. So if it's $7 gross revenue, then you want to subtract up to $2 to hit that $5 goal, and that's going to help you to liquidate some of your ad spend. We have some examples of artists who are literally making like a 2 or 3x ROI with their starter packs, so it's possible. But generally, my mindset with this would be just to liquidate and put a dent in some of the ad spend. And the goal is that at least 10% of people who join your street team end up getting a starter pack. The action plan to actually get all this launched is step number 1 is to decide exactly what you want to include. Like, do you want to include stickers or a picture or a fridge magnet, bracelet, temporary tattoos? You could also include a handwritten note for the first 100 people if you wanted to. Secondly, after you've decided what you want to include, then you're going to want to design a mock-up, right? Either using a platform like Fiverr, 99 Designs, or doing it yourself using something like Canva.com or Photoshop or Pixelmator. My recommendation is if you're not a graphic artist, you're kind of new to this, then I would recommend finding someone else on Fiverr or 99 Designs to do it for you. But if you're creative and you're good at doing graphic design, feel free to do it yourself. Then afterwards, after you design the mock-up, you're actually going to order the inventory. So you're going to use one of those vendors that we recommended, or Google and find out other vendors for specifically including things that you want in your starter pack. And lastly, you're going to ship them out. So my recommendation is to start out by shipping them out yourself. I think that you shouldn't transition to using a warehouse or using something else, or drop shipping. Drop shipping, your margins are gonna be so low that it's almost not even worth doing it unless you're just kind of like testing stuff out. But if you do it yourself, then I would recommend going to the point that you literally can't fulfill the orders, where it's like you're getting so many starter pack sales that you absolutely need some help shipping them out. In which case, you can find a warehouse and fulfillment center to be able to do that for you. When you're doing it yourself, you can do it on a bi-weekly schedule, where you can use a platform like GoShippo.com or another platform just to create the labels and ship these out for you. And once you do that, then the last step really would be to add the link to your starter pack to your Street Team account. So remember, in your fan funnel that we created using the Street Team software, there's a spot where it says get your free starter pack. So I would recommend including the starter pack link directly there, so that you can actually make sales automatically when new fans are listening to your music and they're discovering you, they're joining your street team, and they can get the starter pack. If you found this video valuable, if you could do me a favor and smash the like button, subscribe, then that lets the algorithms know that this has been valuable for you and that you want more. Otherwise, if you'd like to cut to the chase and want to save as much time as possible, then there's a masterclass that we created called the Modern Musician Masterclass. It's about 2 hours long. That literally summarizes all of the entire free course into about 2 hours of action-packed, valuable nuggets of wisdom. It walks through the 5 steps to explode your fan base and make a profit with your music online. Really, the main requirement is that you have at least one song that you've already recorded, that you feel proud of, that you're ready to share with new fans, whether it's been released or not. In that training, we're going to give you a bunch of resources and tools that help you to build your fan funnel, along with a spreadsheet for tracking your metrics, and we'll walk through the top 4 offers that we recommend making so that you can generate your first $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 per month or beyond with your music career. Ultimately, I think it's just going to save you a ton of time, money, and energy. We've invested over $738,000 in the past year alone to learn what's working best right now for independent musicians. And you're going to be able to learn in like 2 hours everything that I've learned in the last 11 years. You also learn how to avoid the most common mistakes that the majority of artists are making nowadays. If that sounds interesting to you, then click on the description below where it says join the masterclass. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next module where we walk through your automation machine to be able to systematize all this stuff, so automatically when you wake up every day, you'll have messages from new fans who are enjoying your music. Yeah!